Hello there, I'm Turin, and welcome to a guide all about Coral Island's Yuri and Leah. Today's marriage candidates both have lovely coloured hair, tied up in ponytails, but that's about all they have in common. We're going to be checking out hot events, liked items, loved items, their routines, and their backstories today. I'm here with Farmer Hadley, of course. How you doing, Hadley?
I'm doing mighty fine, Turin. As you can see, the farmer's progressed quite a lot. I'm getting really busy and really liking this place.
Okay, let's start with Leah. She's freaking gorgeous. She's kind of a socialite. She seems very rich. She has beautiful pink hair. And she actually does make content for what I'm guessing is some form of YouTube or Twitter or something in this world. She loves cocoa. This was something I was able to discover simply through Leah actually said it'd be cocoa, me giving it right back to her. Don't give her coffee. Doesn't seem to be much of a big fan of like vegetables. Quite a picky eater. But anyway, there's quite a few liked items there for you to have a look at. You know, give her flowers and gems usually. She's a foodie, she likes her food. You can get the hot cocoa in the winter season from Raj's coffee stand. And as I said, she will eventually mail it to you. When she does that, if you need more hearts, or you want to get more hearts, just give it right back to her. She loves it. Now Leah lives in the big mansion in town with her father and her stepmother, Ling. It's a really fancy place. Can't miss it. Taking a look around the mansion, you'll find mysterious floating books in the library for some reason. It's a very elegant place. Definitely feels like they have a lot more money than anyone else. You won't really find too many clues in Leah's room. You can see it basically personifies her character, you know. Amazing makeup table, very elegant, very rich. Leah actually runs yoga classes on the weekend in the town square. I'm really hoping this will be a mini game in the future, and I'm also hoping that everybody will dress up in the appropriate gear in the future. I'd really like to see Leah in yoga pants for some reason.
Yeah, me too.
Leah doesn't actually have any hot events implemented in the game at the moment, so Leah's character development does sort of abruptly stop. She doesn't make any big improvements on her salty, sassy personality. Can't go too far with her at all. But you can observe her routine and get an idea of who she is. You can often find Leah up in the park. Sometimes she'll be doing yoga. It's one of her favourite spots.
I'm not interested in talking about vegetables right now. Some other time? No offense.
Yeah, she's generally rude every time you talk to her.
With full fashion, it's all about the layers, Hadley. A jacket, a scarf, whatever you want. Oh, maybe not whatever you want, if you know what I mean.
I'll have you know my choices of clothing are very limited, Leah. Jeez.
You can actually spot Leah in her room making makeup tutorials sometimes. She's got a camera out. I really like this. Leah's father is Randy. He's the local school teacher. He's got a robotic arm. I've yet to find out why he has a robotic arm, but I think it's really cool and interesting. He seems like a pretty nice guy. So there must be a deeper reason as to why Leah is quite standoffish, because Leah is very standoffish. Leah's stepmother is Ling, and you'll be interacting with Ling quite a lot, because Ling is very heavily involved with the diving content, and she's also involved with how you upgrade the seeds on your farm and make more money from your produce.
Hey there, Leah. Are you okay? Why are you doing yoga in the rain? Your dress is gonna get really transparent and stuff.
I forgot my umbrella. Ah!
I don't know if you can do yoga with an umbrella, though.
Ugh, why are you so close to me? You smell like a farm.
Yeah, well, you're doing yoga in the rain. You're a fine one to be insulting people, young lady.
We did actually manage to find one occasion where Leah was actually nice to us.
Looks like the snow can even make you look cute.
Does that count as a compliment? I'm not sure.
Leah is ignoring you. It's like the good old days all over again, Hadley, just like when we romanced Haley back in the day.
You know, Leah, that long ponytail of yours could come in handy during certain activities. Just saying.
Get out of here right now!
Okay, I'm going.
Now on to Yuri, who is a very well-traveled, humble doctor who only wants to help people. And here's some hot pictures of her with Noah, and this one's with Leah. Lovely tattoos. I think most people will be swooning over Yuri for her looks alone. You can find her in the doctor's surgery most days. She is a doctor. She works alongside Charles, a colleague. She's often concerned about Charles's well-being. Yuri lives with Millie, another romanceable character. And as I said, her co-worker is Charles, another romanceable character. Charles is very forthright with his medical advice, and Millie appears to run the library and is quite involved with the museum as well. Now here's a common spot to find Yuri in. She often hangs out here before work with coffee. And Yuri often hangs out at the park, just like Leah. You know, here's an instance where they're both hanging out in the same area. You can find them at the same time sometimes. Now Yuri really loves curry, and she also loves this muffin that we got from the coffee shop, chocolate chip muffin. Chocolate chip muffin I found out via the wiki. Didn't discover that one on my own. Here's plenty of other items that she likes as well that you can give to her, you can ply her with. Big tip though, don't give Yuri flowers. She hates them. She thinks it's wasteful to pick them. Don't give these to her. She'll often tell you that she likes curry, like here for example.
I think I'll have curry for dinner today. Seems like the right weather for it.
I didn't actually discover a way to cook curry, but she does send it to you eventually, and you can just give it right back. You might want to save it for her birthday though. It's a really good idea to save it for her birthday. Yuri will eventually start sending you jamu, which is a really useful item. Her birthday is on the 28th of summer, and Leah's is on the 24th, as you can see here. So save your gifts for these days, if you can. This is where Yuri lives, with Millie. It's just east from your farm, across the bridge. It'd be one of the first places that you'll run into. Let's give her some coffee. You won't find any real location messages in here that'll give you more information into Yuri's character, but there's plenty to look at. Like visually, there's plenty to look at. It's a really cozy house. She looks like she might be a music lover. Looks like there's some important photographs on the wall here. That might come up in the future as you get to know Yuri when she gets more content. Out here, Millie's got a lizard in the living room. And very nice kitchen in the living room. Very small place. Once you've got 2 hearts with Yuri, you'll see this cutscene, which happens right outside her house. It's just a nice scene with Millie. They have a bit of a chit-chat about everyday things. Gives you a little bit more insight into both their characters, really. And when you have 3 hearts with Yuri, she'll turn up on your doorstep. She found Hadley with his top off, in the rain, glistening Hadley muscles. And she's here to talk to you about having a checkup. And then, seemingly accidentally, Yuri hands over a personal picture to you instead of the document she actually wanted to give you.
Thanks. It's an old photo of me and my cousin. I always carry this photo around with me.
A really lovely picture, drawn by David. I think this is a good time to actually talk about the lead artist on Coral Island. Here he is, David Ardinaryas Lojaya. Probably butchered your name, David. Sorry about that. But David is the main reason I backed Coral Island. I just fell in love with the art style, and it permeates through the game.
You never really know when your last day is out there.
But yeah, it appears that Yuri has a tragic backstory. Something dark seems to have happened in her past. Perhaps we'll get to know that in the future when she gets more content. Now let's take a deeper look at the backstory of these 2 characters. Despite being quite similar in appearance, in their aesthetics, and, you know, appearing in a picture together, they are quite different from one another. Yuri is obviously a hard-working character who doesn't have a lot of money. She has a housemate. She doesn't have a house of her own, and she even talks about how she's travelled the world as a medic and hasn't really been paid a lot of money. She's very, very kind. She cares a lot about other people. She's always offering you medical tips and caring about your well-being. Leah, on the other hand, will just go out of her way to say cold things all the time. It was very difficult to find anything that sounded nice from Leah. I mean, she talks about dressing pets up at one point, but even that sounds kind of snooty. Leah's mother is actually an art dealer and she travels the world a lot. So it was decided that it would be better for Leah to live with her father to have some form of stability in her life, rather than traveling the world all the time. There's definitely a lot of money in this family. A lot more than Yuri's family have anyway. Huge contrast in terms of wealth here. Apart from Leah though, this family do seem really nice. There's got to be a deeper reason as to why Leah is the way that she is. Perhaps her parents' divorce had an effect on her. Perhaps she's not very happy that her family split up. Leah seems like quite a young character. she seems like she's probably at least 18 years old. So chances are she is probably quite bitter about her family splitting apart. I feel like Yuri's story is probably going to deal with trauma. Her 3-heart event does seem to hint at the idea that there's something dark has happened to her. Perhaps that's what's motivated her to be a doctor. I've just got to say, folks, the character development in Coral Island is fascinating. It's really rich and really deep. I'm constantly fascinated by these characters and their backstories. I can't wait to see more. Do you have anything to add,
Whoa! What the hell is this thing? God damn it. I hurt my butt.
I'll take that as a no. Thanks for watching this video, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe now for more Coral Island content. Or weird Stardew content. And thank you to our Ko-fi supporters, whose names are all up on Hamish's fridge here.